This is going to have like another another truckload.
Hopefully that'll be the last time we have to move those logs again.
But what you see in the footage is the last load of stone.
And the moment you've all been waiting for.
And we haven't announced the winner. Right guys, it's been 2 weeks since the last video and we have so much to catch you guys up on. So in case you missed last week's video, we ended up crashing the drone. The dumper broke down a lot, which slowed progress. But this week we're going to find out if the drone survived. We're going to let you know how many trucks of stone that we got delivered, and we're also going to let you know the total cost of what we've spent so far.
So we'll just catch you up as well, but the reason why we haven't filmed as much the past 2 weeks, is it?
About a week and a half since the last footage.
Yeah.
Well, since the drone crash.
Yeah, a week and a half. So we have fixed the drone.
Oh, it looks okay. Yay!
It seems to have worked, so that's good because you'll see more drone footage soon. And it was raining pretty much for a week, I'd say.
Yeah, we prayed to the weather gods. It didn't work.
It didn't work. But it was quite heavy rain as well, so we were struggling to get the drone up because of the wind as well, and just film in general. So we've got some bits here and there, and then we actually went back to the UK for a birthday party. So my brother's girlfriend, fiance. It was her 30th, and it was really nice to see all the family and everybody.
I'll just take you down to the cottage now. So this is going to have like another another truckload, but like a finer stone because it's quite like bumpy at the moment. But that's going to be the last thing that James does because he doesn't want to keep like getting it all dirty. This is the bit that will have changed massively for you guys because this was just mud. And now it is full of stone and we can walk or run, which I'm excited to run around the house.
Right, are your Crocs in sports mode?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, so...
How was your first run around the cottage?
It was good. We'll see if I can beat it next month. Gonna get quicker at that. Don't ask why, I don't know.
Just to show you an up-to-date version of what we filmed the other day, he's basically dug where the pipe's going to go on the outside of the cottage to the right, and this bit here, if you can see, it's that's where all the shores in this top bit are going to come down and meet at that point. So this bit's going to come to there. All three of those shores, which you'll be able to see on the drone footage, are going to go into that point. and then it's all going to run off. But yeah, that's what it looks like now. So you can see in the background there, it's all dug up, and they've put the drainage stone in, the ditches, and there's just one more to go today, so that it's all draining out to this point.
And it's looking so much drier.
Yeah, it already is drying out, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just show you the house as well, how much drier that's looking.
And I did try and start the fire the other day, just to see if it would draw up the chimney, and then we could maybe dry the inside of the house out. But it didn't go very well because the chimney's blocked somehow. I'll have to have a look at it. But it was really weird because the room obviously filled up with smoke. It had the windows open and everything, so it was airing out.
You don't have any windows?
Yeah, well, yeah. The windows were smashed. But yeah, there was actual smoke coming out of the gaps in the wall here. So definitely needs repointing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'll put a video up if I've got one of the smoke coming out. But yeah, when I walked in the room though, when the fire was going, it was absolutely boiling. So if we could get it unblocked, it would probably be good to try and just dry it out from the inside out. We've also got these bits here that haven't been dug away yet, and James just wanted to leave that to us to do it by hand, because if you're getting too close to the house and you hit one of the foundation stones, then it could, the whole wall could drop. So in certain parts around the house, there's still these bits here that will cause a bit of damp to the wall, so we're gonna have to dig those away by hand, just so that it's completely clear and no water can get up the walls like it has been doing.
And we've also got some new visitors, some lovely sheep. And I think we're getting, how many more are coming? Quite a lot of lambs I think are coming soon,
yeah.
which we're very excited about. But as you can see, there's no fence right now.
Hopefully they don't jump over into the mud.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye out to make sure that they don't get attracted to the sinkhole.
Yeah.
Also, I know we've said in previous videos, like this area, we're going to kind of like make it our little garden so that that area can just be building site. So I was hoping that in the comments, if anybody has any ideas of what I could plant here. I'm thinking fruit, veg, flowers, herbs, and then we're thinking maybe some native bushes maybe to start with. I'm not sure we'll go for trees just yet because we kind of want a bit more of a plan of what we're going to do there. But if anybody has any ideas, please let me know, because I don't know, I think you get inspired with gardening when the sun's out.
As you can see here, James has dug 3 different shores, as he calls them, but they're basically French drains, and he's created them in a way that any water that's running down from that road that you can see on the right, which is actually the mound of a hill, it will run into those ditches and those shores and then run into that top right corner as you can see it now, which will then be taken off around the house and then down through the field. So the stone that he's using here is drainage stone, and it's like a lot cleaner stone than what we've been putting on the driveway so that water can run through it. So like I said earlier, the ditch will fill up with water and then eventually it will fill up higher than the pipe. So he's putting drainage stone in, then pipe on top, and then more drainage stone in. So you can see here he's just filling in the bit that has the pipe in already, and once the water fills up to a certain level, it will go into that pipe and then run down, just to keep the water away from the house and stop it all running and setting into the ground. The mound of dirt that you can see there, that's the topsoil. So once this is all finished, he will come back once it's dried out and spread that out across all of the drains so that it will be completely covered. We will put taram or weed membrane over the top of the drains just so that none of the topsoil will go into the pipes and block it. But you can see this is just a different view of the same thing, and he's just going to work his way down to that top right corner of this drain, and then he'll start to work on the one that's been dug to the right of that. And you can just make out he's putting in more pipe now into the ditch before he backfills it again with gravel, or the drainage stone that I mentioned earlier. The pile at the bottom of the screen that's just gone out of picture, that is for the drain going round the left hand side of the cottage, and he's going to come back and do that once it's dried out, and that part of the land is very wet, so he's going to wait until it's had like a couple of weeks of dry weather before he fills that back in. It was at this point that I started to realise it's kind of like a work of art looking from above, a bit like a cartoon snail. So this is the next day, yeah, and what's happened here is, if you look to the right of James's digger, he's also dug a trench across the top of the drive. So we were having some issues with, when we were getting stone delivered, the driveway was sinking a little bit, and there were wet spots where water was running from the trench on the right hand side of the lane and down the drive, underneath the road and down the drive. So what we've done there is dug another trench, put some pipe in like the ones on the right, and then filled it with drainage stone again, so that any water that tries to run down the driveway will be caught and taken into the bit on the right. He's also filled in that extra drainage trench on the right hand side, so all three of those are complete, and any water that's running down the hill will all be collected and taken down to the right hand side. Here he's just smoothing out the left hand side of the drive as you were walking up it, just to make it look a bit neater, because some of the stone has just fallen out over the sides. We're going to ideally have some hedges down that side of the driveway, just so that the bit with the drainage in is sectioned off and it gives a bit of privacy.
We're on our third day of dry weather now, and I wanted to show you what we bought the other day. We've got another bird feeder, and they're actually way more brave this time. They're really enjoying this one, but we filled that one with peanuts, and they weren't shy. They came to it straight away, so we've definitely got some regular visitors now. And you can see as well, I don't know if that's focusing, but there are so many buds now on all the trees, and oh, spring is it here? Well, yeah, I guess it is. Spring's here, guys. So very excited about that. And our stacks of wood for the dead hedge and logs here is getting bigger. So it's cool coming along. We won't be short of wood for a long time. Also, sorry, I feel like I'm talking 100 miles an hour. I just get very excited when it's sunny. But for the first time in 18 months, we were able to dry our clothes outside. So the reason we have washed our clothes in the last 18 months, but when we were living in the van, we always use a tumble dryer. So it was just such a nice moment just to see all our clothes just drying on the line. And my job for this afternoon is to add this tree to the pile as well. So I'm going to get very warm because it's already warm, and Bruce is still doing a good job of guarding. And I also went to London for work on Wednesday, so it's the weekend now. And I can't believe that when I think probably until I was about 18, it was my dream to work and live in London. And I never ended up doing it. I actually ended up working from home straight after uni, so all I've ever known really is a nice tranquil office. But it's just crazy, like coming back here and how I feel like now I can breathe when I'm here. Whereas in London, it's just so easy to get caught up in the rush of everything. So being back here is just it makes my heart so happy. And I think I've procrastinated enough, so I'm going to get on with sorting out this tree. And there's, I think, about 8 or 10 big tree stumps still in the house that we need to move up here. So I think I'll crack on with that as well. That is definitely one way to get warm, especially on a hot day. But isn't it cool how, like, this here, it was a tree, but then we're going to turn it into a dead hedge and it will just carry on helping wildlife. I just think that's so cool. And also, we are going to get a chainsaw. We're not crazy and wanting to do all this by hand and have super strong muscles, although it would be nice. But as you can imagine, we're spending so much money on stone, so we're kind of prioritising that at the moment because getting the land dry is priority, and then we'll look to get some proper tools and stuff that are going to help us out. But we are thinking that the dead hedge, we're thinking of putting it across here because I think it will survive the wind, because the wind comes through this way. So it should be pretty good for that. And then we are dying to get rid of this. This is just an eyesore, but we're just waiting to see what's best, like how's best to get rid of it. But I can't wait for that to be gone. And then we can basically then start here perhaps with a dead hedge, which would be really cool. So I'm really excited to do that. And also I wanted to say that it's Sunday today and we release our videos Sunday 8 o'clock. And we've been reading the comments this morning and I'm just overwhelmed with the positivity and kindness in the comments. Like, it's a bit, I don't know, putting yourself out there in the internet I mean, you're opening yourself up for anything really. And we didn't use social media for quite a while before starting the YouTube channel. I'd kind of used it like on and off for a few years, but we both had a good 6 months completely off of it. So it was a bit of a shock then to put yourself out there. But we just have the loveliest people that watch our videos. So thank you, and thank you for taking the time to write the comment, to like the videos and subscribe, because all that positivity, like on days where it is tipping it down and you're wondering, what have we done? It's just so nice to like know that so many people are supporting us and they're just like, you're rooting for us, and you don't have to, but you do. And yeah, I just hope that you enjoy watching us turn this into our home. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I've managed to recruit George to help with moving the logs in the house because you're tutoring today, but how many lessons have you got today?
Just 4, and I've done one of them already, so 3 left.
Yeah, and you've got a few hours, so Hopefully this won't take too long, but
No.
finally we're going to get the house clear.
And we've got the weather for it as well, so we may as well make the most of it.
Yeah, and get our strength workout in.
Yeah. I had to change into my walking boots instead of my wellies because I was saying to Beth the other day, every time I'm walking or pushing the wheelbarrow in my wellies, I feel like that little kid on the Polar Express that gets left behind by the train.
We did it.
We managed it.
Yeah, that was hard work.
Hopefully that'll be the last time we have to move those logs again before they're cut up and chopped up.
Yeah, it's warmed us up about 4 times already,
Yeah,
so
it's like being in Spain.
they've done their job. We'll just show you what it looks like inside now. So we've still got a bit of clear up to do, and we'll do a few more wheelbarrows of these twigs, but yeah, nice job done in the sunshine. I really wanted to get the drone up, but it is so windy, and after the drone crash we don't want to risk anything else happening to it. But what you see in the footage is the last load of stone that James is moving around the house. So I think we've had 3 really fine loads of stone that's basically going to make it really smooth and really easy to walk on. So exciting. And because we've had 3 days of dry weather and then a really windy day today, it has dried the land out massively, and just looking at it now, it looks so good and I'm so excited.
So that brings us to the end of our first major project, the drainage and the
Driveway.
That's the one.
Yeah, gosh, it's been that taxing.
Yeah, I've forgotten what we've been doing.
It's been really good.
Yeah. And the moment you've all been waiting for, the amount of stone that we've used. So this is the massive stack of invoices from the quarry.
Yeah.
So that'll give you an idea. But the grand total was 30 truckloads of stone. So each one of those is 20 tonne, which means 600 tonnes of stone, which is absolutely mad when you think about it, because that just seems like absolutely loads to me.
Yeah, we never thought we'd be buying that much stone this year.
No. So if you buy any land in Ireland and it's on boggy land, which usually it is, then just make sure you realise that you're going to use a lot more stone than you think.
Yeah, and it came to, I think that brought us in around €10,000 for all of that. And the total cost for this project, so what we've spent basically since we got back to Ireland, was €23,000.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be transparent with the costs and stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully it helps people as well realise that it's not cheap to sort it out.
Yeah.
You could probably cut corners, but we just didn't want to take that risk because we don't want to run into any problems in the future.
Yeah, and we've never done anything like this before, and we're getting the advice of all the professionals and making sure we're doing it right and doing it so that it lasts as well. So,
and as much as we love James being here, I'm so glad we don't have to sit in the van and hear another truckload come and another truckload come, and every time you're thinking, oh wow, what is this going to add up to? So that's finally done.
Yeah, and we'll have a bit of we'll give our bank balance a bit of a break now.
Yeah, try and save some money.
Yeah.
Because we still have the bit in the field in the front to do. That's going to be like a drainage ditch, just so all the water runs off down that. But it should only be another 3, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I did at the beginning. Hopefully another 3 loads of drainage stone.
Yeah. But
So-
it's all worth it. Like, once that's sorted,
Yeah,
we're, yeah,
yeah.
nice and dry then.
But the thing that helps is that all of you are following along. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, which about 50% haven't, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
50%
so-
apparently, yeah.
Subscribe, it'll help us out a lot with
Yeah.
motivation more than anything.
Yeah, and we haven't announced the winner.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Spent all that time putting guesses in and we've just...
There were a lot of people that were close. We had 31, 29,
Yeah.
so there.
One person guessed 30, and I think initially you put 17, then wisely changed it to 30, and that is Wendy. So
Yeah.
congrats, Wendy.
And we'll put your name on the screen to give you a
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah, but
So well done.
well done. You must know about trucks of stone.
Yeah. We'll have to get another guessing game going at some point in the future.
Yeah, it was really good fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thanks for getting your guesses in.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, thank you for watching the video and helping to keep us motivated.
Yeah. See you next week.
Bye.